Can I increase my retirement benefit by purchasing certain types of service credits?
TCERA permits members to purchase retirement service credit for certain periods of prior employment. Purchased service credit is added to the member's existing service credit when determining eligibility and when calculating the retirement benefit. This additional credit is for retirement purposes only and does not apply to employer-related matters such as seniority, sick leave accruals, or vacation accruals. In order to be eligible for purchase, regardless of the service type, the period of prior employment must be with a TCERA employer. Purchases must be complete prior to the member's date of retirement. TCERA permits purchase of 5 types of TCERA retirement service credit. The first service credit type we will review is previously withdrawn TCERA service. If a member previously worked for the TCERA employer and withdrew retirement contributions and interest at termination, these funds can be redeposited with interest to restore the service credit lost due to the withdrawal. Redeposits must be made in their entirety. Under most circumstances, the member must be in an active TCERA employment in order to redeposit withdrawn funds. Please note that an exception exists for certain safety members, depending upon their current status. Additional information is available from the retirement office regarding this exception. The second type of service eligible for purchase is disability leave covered by workers' compensation. Members with periods of unpaid leave due to absences covered by the employer's workers' compensation program can purchase the associated periods of leave at the contribution rates and compensation that is in effect during the periods of leave. The calculation of the purchase amount will also include interest due to the system on the amount of the purchase. Members with a medical leave of absence may be eligible to purchase the service associated with the leave. The third eligible type of service must have occurred on or after January 1st, 1978, and is limited to 12 consecutive months per occurrence. In addition, the member must have returned to service following the leave of absence. The purchase amount for this service type is also based on the contribution rates and compensation in effect during the leave of absence, plus interest. Military service, the fourth eligible service type, is handled in a similar fashion to medical leaves of absence. A difference to note, however, is that military leave is automatically set up for purchase at the time the member returns from leave, unless the member elects to waive the purchase of service. The final service purchase type available is for extra help, provisional or temporary service prior to TCERA eligibility. If a member worked in any of these capacities for a TCERA employer prior to becoming a member of TCERA, service credit can be purchased for the hours worked in that capacity. Please note that extra help, provisional, or temporary employment while in deferred status with TCERA is not eligible for purchase. For more than one eligible period of service, retirement law requires that the most recent service period be purchased first. The calculation is based on contribution rates and compensation in effect at the time the employee became a member of TCERA. In addition, interest will be calculated and added to the amount of the purchase. For members who elect to purchase retirement service credit, TCERA offers several payment options. The member may select a lump sum payment using a personal check payable to TCERA. This type of payment is an after-tax transaction, and the funds will be recorded as such on TCERA's records. The service credit is applied to the member's record once the check is received and cleared. The member may also select a payroll deduction for payment. An installment payment agreement with TCERA and the employer is required for this type of payment. The installment payments will include interest over the installment period. Payments received through payroll deduction are after-tax transactions and recorded as such on TCERA's records. The purchase service credit is not applied to the member's record until the entire contract is fulfilled. Because the installment contract is irrevocable, if the installments are not completed as agreed, the entire contract is voided and no service credit is applied. The remaining form of payment allowed is a direct transfer from a qualified retirement program such as an IRA, 401k, or 457 plan. These payments are generally considered pre-tax contributions. However, TCERA recommends that members confirm the tax status of the payment to avoid future problems with tax filings. Service credit is applied to the member's record upon receipt of the funds directly from the member's designated financial institution. Payments from a combination of the sources we've discussed are allowable to the extent that before-tax and after-tax contributions are not mixed. IRS regulations do not permit TCERA to accept both pre-tax and post-tax contributions for purchase of service. Purchase of prior periods of service is an important consideration in determining how to maximize a member's retirement benefit. It is important to have complete information, however, when making decisions regarding purchases of service. Members with periods of service eligible for purchase are encouraged to contact the retirement office for more information.